The brothers descend to Mitzrayim. The Pasuk says, "Vayaka Yosef azacha v'hem lo yikiru." Yosef recognized his brothers, but they did not recognize him. Vayizkar Yosef asachaleim asachalaim v'hem. So Yosef remembered the dreams that he dreamt about them. V'yamar aleim, he said to them, "Meraglam atem. You are spies. Literally says, "Erev asa oretz basim." You come to see the vulnerability of the land. V'yamru elav. So he said to him, "Lo yadayim." No, my master, we came to gather food. Now, procure. If they would have stopped right there, that would have made perfect sense. He suspects them of being spies. And they say, "No, we're not spies. We came to procure food." But they continue. Kulonu b'nei yeshachad nachnu. We're all the sons of one man. Keinu manachnu. We're innocent. We are not spies. Oh, how does this come into the picture?
Rhetorical question?
What?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah, okay, you could.
Because nobody would send all brothers to be spies. Like in an army place, you could have 2 or 3 brothers. You wouldn't have all 10 or 12. Because clearly something can happen. They could all die. And the whole family would be like that.
Okay, so it's
Well, they have rules like that.
They have rules in the American army.
In the American
That's
army,
true.
once a couple brothers die, they don't
But
send anymore.
it was based on ancient warfare. Really. Even the Romans didn't do that.
Well,
moving on.
Saved by Ryan, right?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right.
So, perhaps we can understand it with the looking a little bit into Chanukah. The Gemara says in Masechet Shabbos, the mitzvah Chanukah ner ishu beisa. The mitzvah of Chanukah is a candle per household. Meaning, if to fulfill the basic mitzvah of Chanukah is 1 candle per household every night. Now it's interesting lashon ner ishu beisa. It's just a ner labayis. 1 candle for a house per household. Ner ishu beisa. A candle for each person in their household. The Gemara continues, mahadrim and mahadrim. Those who are more mahadir in mitzvahs, those who like to beautify mitzvahs even more, is ner l'chol echad v'yechad. Is a candle for each person. Mahadrim and mahadrim, those who like to beautify mitzvahs even more, is something that's machlekes b'shamai b'zil. What do? According to b'shamai, it's poiches v'hoilach. You start with 8, and you start decreasing every night until the 8th day you light 1. And according to b'zil, you increase. You start with 1, like we do, and we add 1 each night. Now, b'zil says his reason is moisev v'hoilach. Malam b'kodesh v'lam aridin. You ascend the kedusha, you don't descend. B'shamai is very difficult to understand. Okay, it's parei achag. It's the shaychus. There's machlokes rishonim whether the mahadrim and mahadrim is a hidur on the ner ishu beisai, or is it a hidur on top of the ner l'chol echad v'yechad? Meaning the Rambam holds that the mahadrim and mahadrin is not a hidur on ner l'chol echad v'yechad. Meaning it's either or. Either you do the 1 candle per person in every household, or you do the moisef v'hoilach. You don't do both. You don't have every person in the family adding 1.
Sorry to have one kind of.
Right. So the Sfaradim who do mahadrim and mahadrim, they follow the Rambam's opinion, 1 menorah per household, and that's moisef v'hoilach. And all the other Rishonim, which is the opinion we follow, is that the mahadrim and mahadrin is an addition onto the ner l'chol echad v'yechad. is not only do you do a candle per person, but every person is also Ma'aseh V'Hailach.
What if you have two houses?
Right, so that's it depends if you live in both.
You live in both.
If you live in both, you have to light in both.
6 months in one place, 6 months.
No, Hanukkah. If you live in Hanukkah.
Hanukkah only.
Now,
Like you're doing 12-hour shifts?
You base medrash, you base
what?
if you base madrasses, you base
You light in your sleeping base.
sleeping.
Okay, I've seen guys say that. It's shy.
So the child is what is going on here? What is the all this mahal? You don't find any other mitzvah this concept of mahadrin. Why is it dafki by Hanukkah? There's a Gemara in Masechta Sanhedrin. The Gemara says that when Nebuchadnezzar wanted to conquer Yerushalayim and destroy the Beis Hamikdash, he sent soldiers, he sent a mission to Yerushalayim to check out the situation. The message, says the Gemara, the message that they sent back to Nebuchadnezzar is Ein ha'ish bebeisai. The man isn't home. Meaning, the Rebbeinu Shalom was called, the Gemara says that Hashem is called Hashem Ish Milchama. Hashem is called a Ish Milchama. He isn't home. Therefore, you can come and destroy it. And Itaka came and destroyed it. What they meant is when they said Eino Ish Bebeisa, it's not just that the Shekhinah doesn't dwell in the Beis Hamikdash. They meant that the Shekhinah doesn't dwell in Beis Yisrael. That the Shekhinah doesn't dwell among Klal Yisrael. Our victory over the Yavanim is to realize that each and every Yid needs to realize that the Shekhinah does dwell among us. Pasuk says, "Hashoichin itam b'seich tumasam," that even when we're as tummy as can be, the Shekhinah dwells with us. The Gemara says that the pasuk says that the menorah is called Edus. So the Gemara, why is the menorah called Edus? Edus hu l'chol boy oilam sh'ashchina shoyre b'Yisrael. Edus, the Ner Maravi, the fact that the Ner Maravi never extinguished, was a testimony to the entire world that the Shekhinah dwells among Klal Yisrael. It's the lighting of the menorah that testifies that Shekhinah shoyre b'Yisrael. So, when the way we celebrate our victory over the Yavanim, over those who want to impress upon us that Eino Ish Bebeisa, is lighting the menorah. And that is called Ner Ish Ubeisa. That is called that our lighting testifies that the Rebbeinu Shalom, the Ish Milchama, is in Beis Yisrael. That the Rebbeinu Shalom does dwell among Klal Yisrael. The word mahader in Aramaic, besides meaning to beautify, has another definition also. You find that ish mahader achra avedase. Mahader means to search. Mahaderin, those who search more, those who search deeper, realize that it's not just Ner Ish Beis. It's not just that the Shekhinah dwells among Klal Yisrael in a communal level. Ner L'chol Echad V'Echad. The Rebbeinu Shalom, the Shekhinah dwells within each and every person. The pasuk says also the Mikdash V'Shechanti B'Soicham. Right? They should make for me a Mikdash. I will dwell among them. Say the Svarim say b'seich kol echad v'yachad miYisrael. The Shekhinah dwells within each and every Yid. So Mahadrin is that ner l'chol echad v'yachad.
It means return also, right?
Mahadrin also means return. Yes.
So when you're done searching, you return.
Yeah. There you go.
How's that answer the part?
No, that's really part. Give me a different shot. You might be able to fit it into the part.
I'm thinking about that.
Yeah. So ner l'chol echad v'yechad. That is Shechina dwells with each and every person. Now mahadrin mina mahadrin. Those who search even further, even deeper, realize that. So what? What does that mean to me? Either that ner yishubeisa, that the Shechina dwells among us, or that the Shechina dwells within each and every Yid. What does that mean to me? What am I supposed to do with that? Mikeitz b'Shamai b'Sil, what are you supposed to do with it? And I want to suggest that b'Shamai b'Sil themselves are nechlak in the Mikeitz b'Shamai. Whether the Mahadrim, or the next Mahadrim is supposed to focus on the communal Hashras HaShechina, or on the personal, the individual Hashras HaShechina. Basil says we have to be Mahadir. We have to focus on the Ner L'chol Echad V'Yechad. Now that we know that each and every one of us has a Hashras HaShechina within each and every one of us, that means there's a fire burning within us. A Yid needs to be moisef v'hoilach. A Yid needs to constantly grow. A Yid can't be stationary. There's a fire burning. There's a Shechina that is a godliness that is within each and every person, which should propel a person to constantly grow. One day shouldn't be like the previous day. The Shammai says, no, we should be focusing on the Ner Ishubeisai, the communal Hashras HaShechina, which should all bring us together as one. It should bring all of us together as one. And all of the multiples should, each and every day, should be shrinking down further and further until the last day we should finally be one.
Which is the Yesod of the Purim.
Which is the Yesod of the Purim, the Parachag, that we get rid of all the multiples until we finally reach one. That's Mikeitz b'Shamai b'Sil. And I would like to suggest that is the machlekes between Yosef and his brothers. Yosef held like Brazil. That's why he's called Yosef. He's moisef v'hoilach. He's constantly growing. That's why he was a balach halaymus. He was always striving for more and more. But on the other hand, that caused machlekes. And to the brothers, it was the antithesis of what they were trying to accomplish. They held like Beis Shammai, that there's a communal Hashras HaShechina, we have to come together as one. And the Baal Machlekes has to get out of here. The one who's causing the Machlekes, there's no room for him in this equation. He's against the Echad.
Are they mutually exclusive?
They don't need to be, but they could be. If a person is on fire and everyone else is...
They could be, but they don't
need to be, no. But Yosef, the way Yosef was going about it, was causing machlokes.
Maybe that's what it was referred to as Nar in the beginning of the verse.
So I'd like to suggest like this, that someone who remains a bit stationary in their ruchnias, let it be because they're focusing on achdus. They're called meraglim. Meraglim comes from the word meragel. He's causing something that he's accustomed to. They've got into a regilus in their avodas Hashem, and that's what it is. So when the brothers came to Yosef said to them, meraglim adam, you're people that are just do the same thing over and over again. You're not growing. So they answered, that might be true, but kulanu b'nei ish echad nachnu. But we're all focused on the ish echad. We're all focused on the fact that we're all children of the ish milchama. And that is what we're focused on.
So he wanted to test them out. That's why Dafki did it with Binyamin. He wanted to see, you really kulanu ish echad?
Ish echad.
So let's see if it's a B'nai Rachel or really a Nachdus thing. And they passed.
Yeah.
Actually passed.
So our avodah on Chanukah
Nice.
is, I think both, as Frank said. They're not mutually exclusive. We can all focus on the Ner L'chol Echad V'Yechad, the individual Hashras HaShechina, that should propel us to continue growing. We shouldn't be meraglim. At the same time, we should realize we're all the sons of one man. We should all come together as one.